You look like shit today, Dave.
Yeah, I feel like it. I didn't sleep at all. Not one fucking week.
Why didn't you take off today? Fez didn't let you?
No, it wasn't Fez's fault. I understand what he's saying. I fucking can't. I did take days off when the kid and shit like that, so.
I said stay home if you need to.
Why did you make the mistake of calling Fez and not call Ronnie B, who doesn't give a fuck?
I definitely want to wake Ronnie B. I called Fez at 7:50, and then hold on.
I know.
I made the mistake of calling his cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Now we understand your frustration because he didn't pick up.
Oh shit! You're calling me at 7:50 in the morning, and you're frustrated, and I'm hearing the same story again.
No, I'm saying that
Why aren't you sleeping?
My wife was up all night long throwing up. Straight shoot, swearing the Bible, swearing the kids.
Did I call you a liar?
No, and so I was staying with the kids and everything, and doing the which is just fucking ridiculous. The every hour and a half, here's some milk.
Yeah, they like milk, don't they?
They do like to eat.
I don't understand why. I mean, even now, you ever wake up in the middle of the night and think I'd like some milk?
Really?
The fuck gets into a baby's head?
It's retarded.
Do you know how many other beverages we have? Why have a fucking juice box? What good's milk do for you in the middle of the night? Bart, you're on Fez.
Today's Ichiban is Casey stays up all night puking because she's pregnant. It's about time.
Dave.
I did jizz in her like a month ago.
Did you really?
On the Atlantic City trip.
Why?
Oh my God!
We banged twice. And the first time I pulled out, but the second time I did a little bit.
Why?
But she's not. She had her period like 2 weeks ago.
But why are you rolling the dice again?
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to the first two times.
Just happened.
There's nothing in your life that's planned.
It just happened. The first time I definitely pulled out. The second time it was like I had to do it.
You mean you had to do it?
It happened like it just came out of me like I didn't even mean to do it.
Maybe you could fucking see that you're not a guy with restraint.
Right. Well, and we were like banging like a minute and a half on the doggy style in the shower, and it just came out of me because I was like, wow, there's all this water and shit, and
right. And
it just came out like I wanted to go a lot longer. It was only like 90 seconds in.
Right. You can't pull this off. You're gonna have to condom up. You're gonna have to get snipped.
Are you absolutely insane? You almost didn't come in today because of your home situation.
It was not my intention, certainly. But that's what happened. It's difficult when there's hot water in a steaming shower.
That's why you don't wait till the last second. You say to yourself, I can't fucking pull this off.
The condoms fall off in the shower. Like, how are you supposed to even put a condom on in the shower?
Why was your condom fall off, needle dick? Why don't you keep a fucking hard on?
In the shower?
You can't keep a hard on in the fucking shower?
I thought like the water would make it slip off anyway, so there was no way in hell. Like if the water's just gonna make it slide off. What's the point?
All right.
But not to get pregnant again? That could be the point?
She's not pregnant.
Why do you bring your personal life to the fucking show? I'm always curious.
The guy asked.
It's like a runaway train, and you know there's a fucking wall there we're going to hit. I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Vasectomy.
Vasectomy. That's one word, I think.
I don't give a fuck how many words. We'll do it for you. We'll put an end to this fucking madness. You should be fucking forced vasectomy. Here is Clint in Texas.
Hey, I want some heads up for that dumb fucking redhead you got in there. My wife has had our second kid. During that pregnancy, she was having her period all the way up to like the second trimester. And she was pregnant the whole time, still having her period.
This isn't Creep Show. No one believes that.
Then he had a retard kid. Kathy in Virginia.
Hey, Dave, if you guys had sex 2 weeks after her period, that's when she's most fertile, 14 days after the last day of her cycle.
She's not pregnant.
So, seriously.
Well, we'll see. I don't believe she's pregnant.
Are you saying this just to drive Fez crazy?
No, I'm not.
I think he is. He's got to be, because I couldn't believe that someone could be that irresponsible. I mean, that sounds insane.
Well, the first time I did pull out, and it was marvelous. But then we had this big shower all to ourselves in the Borgata, and I thought, yeah, let's do that as well. And then I left it in.
And then you're always saying, how's this happening? Why is my life so fucked up?
Right. Well, this is, look, if something were to occur, I'll get $300 together.
Oh, you're not as Catholic as you used to be?
I still am. But I have to seriously
Heck,
look
sure his fucking friend, right?
I have to seriously look at the other option.
Why don't you choke him?
You think about it sometimes.
He's tried. He's choked me with his flatulence.
Here is Rick. Rick, you're in Tampa. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron, got your YouTube on.
What do you got for me?
Today is the 64th anniversary of the atomic bomb dropping on Hiroshima.
And I didn't send him anything.
I don't think they want anything now.
How many years are we talking now? 64?
64 is what he said.
45.
45.
It actually was nice that they dropped it on them in the summer, though. Because then you can walk around like a T-shirt and, in shorts. It's not that bad of a deal. If it was the wintertime, that'd be a lot worse. Freezing out.
Brian in Philadelphia. Brian.
Hey, morning, guys. I just wanted to tell Dave the most recent U.S. government report that just came out last week states that to raise a child to age 18 from birth is $221,000, and adjusted for inflation, that's almost $300,000. So if you have a third kid, you're gonna have to come up with almost $1 million.
You don't have to worry about money bags. She's always prepared.
Public schools. That's private school talk.
You know what your kids are going to be known as?
What?
The white kid. The schools that you're going to be sending up to, that's going to be both their nicknames, white kid.
That's fun. That's good. They'll make them into good b-ball players. Neptune High School. Here's Stanley McDonald.
Oh, you live in Neptune?
I mean, it's in that vicinity.
Do you still want to do that bit, Find Dave's House?
No, I don't want to do that bit. Thanks. It was, it's closer.
Listen for the babies crying.
Closer to Hal, I should say. Hal. People from Hal can go to Neptune.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. Jeff in Phoenix, you're on the Fez.
Hey, Dave just needs to keep like a coat hanger and no paint bucket around, and things will be just fine.
If anything, you got to fucking take that coat hanger and slit his fucking wrist with it.
I don't want to do that, Mr. B. I've seen heat. Natalie Portman's scene always disturbed me.
So you wanted to stay home today because you didn't get any sleep?
No, it's because I couldn't find a babysitter for the kids. That's why. It had nothing to do with me not sleeping. It was my parents were out. They
Golfing?
weren't. No, and today my mom goes up to the north.
Chip and putt?
No.
Where does she go?
She goes to North Jersey to do she helps out with Christian charities, and she teaches.
Yeah, I got a Christian charity, your own fucking grandchildren.
Missionary work.
There's the fucking Christian charity. Good. You know what you ought to say? Here's your Catholic work. Teach your son how to fucking rap it.
Well, it's not Catholic to do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. She's fucking creating a third world right there in Neptune.
So that's why. I got a neighbor, though, after banging on doors.
Oh, I wish I lived near you. Do you know these neighbors well, or are you just asking strangers?
No. I do. I mean, we live in an alcove, so I figure no one in the alcove is going to fuck shit up. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like a block that, but I didn't know these people, but I did notice that they have a little adopted Mexican kid, so.
Right. So what did you ask?
Can you watch my kids today? Because my wife is sick. And I said, I'm 19. Hi, nice to meet you. We're the McDonald's, house 19. Why am I giving it?
I have no idea why you're doing that.
House 22.
I thought it was your age at first. I'm 19 and I have 2 babies. It's babies having babies. You've heard of it.
Muppet babies.
Do you realize how sane you're making Fez look now?
Why? I'm not
You're
trying
a mess. You're fucking asking strangers to watch your kids.
You're basically leaving them in baskets at the neighbor's door.
No, I shook hands with these people. I saw them, I met them, and they said they're cool. And I knew that these people have an adopted, like I said, Mexican baby, so I didn't think they'll fuck anything up. I wasn't asking people with tattoos or anything. You know, these were like
just nice-looking strangers.
Yeah, mid-40s.
This really won't teach your children not to talk to them if they're being raised by them.
I mean, Fez, the other day you're fucking furious that somebody left their kids in a car.
Right, yeah.
This guy's leaving his kids with strangers.
I have to do it. My wife is
insanity to me.
Throwing up. She is totally bedridden.
But you know those things happen. It's happened in the past. Have a plan.
No, this hasn't happened.
Are you saying that your dad never gave you to strangers before?
Yes, I'm saying that my father never dumped me off with strangers.
Babysitters are strangers, kind of like.
Yeah, because you don't check up on them.
No one used to check up on babysitters back in the day.
Yeah, and that's why everybody grew up raped. Here is Mike in Georgia.
Hey, Dave, your parents live in an impression in a wall? Because that's what an alcove is. Do they live in a cul-de-sac?
Oh, yeah, cul-de-sac, sorry.
It's a breakfast nook that him and his neighbors live in.
So your kids are in this home now?
Yeah.
While we speak?
I hope so, yeah, unless Casey went and got them, but they should be in the house while we speak. I dropped them off.
So the neighbor didn't even go to your house where Casey's there, at least with the kids.
No, I knocked on their door, and I brought them over.
Did you let at least Beanie know, since you're so busy today, I'm going to just hand my kids over to the people in 17?
Well, I left several messages, and then when I got my dad, he just said she's up in North Jersey doing her charity thing, and my dad doesn't like babies, so he was out of the picture.
Matt in Buffalo.
Hey, Ronnie, I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, my first babysitter that I had for my son, complete stranger. We did it with a handshake, and they had a Mexican baby too.
All right, maybe I'm crazy. I guess this is a lot more common.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or your story was eerily similar to mine.
Hold on, I want to make sure I pull this part of the show so I can send it to my mom and make her cry. Just because, like, my mom will start to cry if she hears sad things on the news.
Yeah.
Or sees, like, one of those Lifeline movies. This would be perfect. Hicks, do me a favor. Add some, like, sad music and stuff. And did you Twitio as you're driving away some stranger holding your babies with their arms out reaching to you?
I should have.
I stand corrected. Apparently, leaving your kids with strangers is more common than a draft party. So I stand corrected here today, Ronnie.
It's true.
Why haven't you dropped the draft party thing? We've moved on to serious matters. You fucking still bringing up your unicorn draft party.
I'd like to, if we're going to have a draft, I'd like to have a party to go with it for our fantasy league.
So how are people going to look up their stats in the draft party? There's one computer and 20 people.
I want somebody to run my team for me. It sounds so boring.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I don't understand. PK in New Jersey, you're on Fez.
Dave, you jelly fucking asshole. You have tattoos yourself, but you wouldn't allow someone with tattoos to watch your kids? You'd allow a fucking stranger to do it instead? What is wrong with anybody who's tattooed? I don't understand what that is.
Well, I mean, some of the people with the tattoos, they got the fucking KKK or whatever. It's just it's a shitty look.
Here is Chris in Ohio. Chris.
Yeah, hey, Fez is right about the draft party. We got a whiteboard, mine's all ready to roll. But another question I have is, which member of your staff left their cat at the vet for several days after they returned from a trip and is now cracking on somebody else for responsibility? Which member of the staff is that?
All right, so the cat equals 2 children? Where are you coming from?
Ohio.
It's still a responsibility.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude. It's still a responsibility, dude. And I'm sorry, I think you are one of the most self-centered, self-absorbed, uncaring people on the entire planet.
Chris,
I'm sorry, miss.
Chris, let me really say this. And I know we're not supposed to say this in a post-Michael Vick world. Fez is right. I'd rather a guy shot a cat in the ass than fucking handed 2 kids over to somebody he doesn't know.
Family. They were a family.
And mine wasn't even a stranger. Mine was my cat's doctor.
And you know what? You're kind of
I'm just laughing at this idiot from Ohio who's equating a rescue feral cat with 2 living, breathing human children. It's insanity to me.
Well,
I knew for a fact my cat was getting fed. I don't know what's going on in the alcove.
They're not going to starve this Mexican baby. Stanley and Julianne will just reach over, grab that shit from her. Be like good Caucasians.
Next time, do you want to call me and ask for the day off and not Fez?
Yeah, I think
who you have nothing but heat with?
I don't want to bother you. I only send you weird fucking YouTube clips at night.
Yeah, and guess what? This is weirder. This is the weirdest thing ever.
Did you get yesterday's?
No. Oh, something about a fat kid stuck in a trampoline. That's why you're not sleeping at night?
I just gotta keep Ronnie B entertained.
Yeah, you do it through your own personal life.
Oh. The kid shoots right out of a fucking trampoline. Yeah, no, but the main thing is that I know it's way too early, so there was no I'm not going to wake you up. Come on.
Dude, here's the important thing.
No
and the important thing isn't whether your kids are with strangers. The important thing is if Jay Moore and Opie start talking to each other again.
Sure.
That's the thing that matters most. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
That stuff we're on top of.
Yeah. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here's Kevin in Virginia.
Hey, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Dave, did he ever think that maybe there were some robbers in the house and they were robbing the house and he just give his kids to a couple of robbers?
Home Alone.
I wouldn't do that.
They're being babysat by the wet bandits?
I would honestly do this, though. I would have...
I'd leave my kids with Daniel Stern, but not Joe Pesci.
I would have bet cash money you wouldn't have held. I would have came in here today and no one could have said, did anybody in your staff hand their kids over to strangers? I would have lost so much cash because I would have said, no fucking way. I would have spoke too soon. What I got to do is fucking pause, Fezzy, before I bet.
It's either don't underestimate or don't overestimate. I don't know which one it is in this case.
And the true story is this was like the third house because the other 2 houses had to go to work.
Mitchell Walters?
Live in Virginia Beach.
How are you, buddy?
Good, sir.
This, Fezzy, this is legendary comedian Mitchell Walters. What's up, Mitchell?
I like to babysit those kids when I'm back in New York.
First of all, let me just say this. Fucking Mitchell Walters wouldn't leave 2 bindles with strangers.
That's correct. If I was with those babies, they'd be crying, and they would want a little package.
Your little ones.
If Mitchell fucking goes to the bathroom, he takes the mirror with him. He fucking has responsibility. You, on the other hand, Dave, this is a crazy story.
Oh.
How could he leave the babies alone?
Well, because they seemed like respectable folks.
I want you to swear to God this is a true story.
I swear to God.
Put your hand up in the air.
How old are these people that are watching the children?
Like I said, mid-40s to late 40s. And they have an adopted baby. So that to me, the key was the adopted Mexican baby. To me, seems like, you know, Brad Pitt and Jolie, they care about children.
It's a nice angle, but there's no Guitar Hero involved, I guess.
All right, Mitchell.
I will call you later. I was in Vegas with Slayton for 2 weeks.
But you're always in Vegas with Bobby Slayton.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, talk to you later, pal.
You sound good in the rain.
All right, talk to you. There he goes. Bye-bye.
You look good, too.
Yeah, there he goes. Bye-bye. I'm in the rain. I'm in the rain, Fezzy. Get a hold of Roddy immediately. I'm about to have a coronary if I don't get this fucking Shylock off my back.
Ron, it's Mitchell again.
I can't fucking rest and do this show knowing that fucking some crazy people might be shooting a baby porn right now with those redheads.
I don't think that's even possible.
Let's check on the kid. Go to babyporn.com and see if your kids are okay. Why didn't you at least put a Pal Talk camera in front of them? Drop the laptop in front of them.
Because they don't have like a connection.
Fezzy, let him stay home when this shit comes out.
I told him to do what he had to
I can't fucking relax.
Right?
What?
I just Googled babyporn.com. It said estimated worth $226 fucking dollars.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but let me ask you this. Do you have those people's phone number?
No. But they're 2 houses over.
Oh, you do have their address.
But
You
you're
can mail
in New
and
York.
check.
Right.
So what good's that do for you?
Well, I said, any problems, go over to 19. I left the door open. I said, just shout up to Casey. She's upstairs in the bedroom. Just shout out. I also gave them everything that they need. And also they have like I said, a little 2-year-old, but I gave them, 6 Stanley diapers, 6 Juliana diapers.
I'm gonna
bottles.
ask you again to swear to God. This is a true story.
I swear.
I'm about to shut the fucking show down, get in the fucking car, and drive down to Jersey and get your kids.
Let me tell you something.
I can't fucking live like this, Dave.
I'm telling you that these people see. I've seen.
You don't
these
know
people.
them.
I know, but I've seen. But I drive home every day. They're playing with their kid in the front yard. I'm not leaving them with fucking crazy lunatics.
What are the people's names?
The one I just know the woman's name, whose name is Mickey, and I don't know the guy's name.
Mallory.
Mickey is what they just slipped your kid. Oh God. Bruce in Louisiana.
Yeah, Ronnie, when I was 2 years old, my mom used to leave me in a high chair and go to work, and the woman from across the hall would come and check on me. She didn't know who the woman was. Just come over every couple hours, look at little Bruce in the high chair, and leave.
Bruce is a little.
And this is the way you want to be fucking remembered, like his fucking mom. Who'd you leave him with? Fagin? Are they going to be stealing handkerchiefs of rich people? Why are you laughing at this, Fez?
Well, Fagin is a funny reference.
Okay, but I fucking find you partially responsible for not giving this fucking loser the day off.
I told him that if he has to do what's important to him, I let him make a choice. Now, did I think the choice would be the non-speaking, English-speaking strangers next door? No.
No.
I never dreamed that would happen.
The strangers are Caucasian, as I've said several times. They adopted a Mexican baby, but they're Caucasian. I've made that very clear. And that's why I even made the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie comparison.
I never even saw a fucking movie this wacky.
Sure, you have 3 men and a baby. This is nice Caucasian couple and a Mexican baby and a baby. And another baby.
Yeah, so now this woman's got 3 fucking babies, all under the age of 2.
It's like the reverse, if I guess 3 men and a baby. So a stranger and 3 babies.
A lady and 3 babies. Chad, you're on Fez.
Dave, I'm about fucking speechless. I really hope you understand the point of view from the people you dropped the kids off with. They probably accepted them so they could dial child services as soon as your dumbass walked away. You're going to miss several days of work having to deal with court trying to get your kids back.
That's not going to happen. I say to them, my wife is throwing up. She obviously has some kind of fucking flu, food poisoning or something. They come in, they say, I say, can you watch them? Because I know that they stay home to watch their kid. They go, sure, of course, we'd love to. They even know Juliana's name. Now, they don't know Stanley's name, but they know Juliana's name.
Well, sure Juliana will tell them.
And they go, yes.
Here's Steve in New York.
Hey, Fezzy, glad to hear you laughing, buddy. Sound great.
Thank you.
But Dave,
he's laughing at Dave.
Dave, listen. How responsible are these people if they're the only ones that aren't even freaking working, dude? What's up with that?
Because I think that they're rich. They have a Lexus. And like I said,
that makes sense.
First of all, they can't go to work if they're on methadone. It's too fucking difficult.
You have to see this couple. They're not.
I'm in between Percocets right now. Of course, I'd love to watch your baby.
Dave, one more question for you real quick.
Sure.
How them balls doing? Are they still have temple doing all right?
Pit bulls?
Your balls. I mean, you had the ball problem with jock itch and all that stuff.
Oh, I still have the rash. Thank you for asking me. But
hey, no problem, buddy.
Okay,
Keep
great.
on smiling.
Yeah.
Here is Max in Idaho.
Fez's Mickey and Mallory line was fucking brilliant. Attaboy, Fez.
Here is Blake. Blake, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, this just in. 2 Caucasians trying to get into Canada with a Mexican kid and 2 little redheaded Jews.
Spy report. Spy report. Spy report.
I only got 1 Jew in my family.
Not the children?
No.
Jewish law says if the mother is a Jew.
Fuck the Jewish law. We're Catholics.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, really? When did you have the baptism? I would have loved to have come by.
We are. We're going to have it.
Which one?
I'll give you a heads up. At 11:58 on Saturday.
It literally would be a double header.
Here is Chris in PA.
Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Hey, Fez, you sound great, by the way. Holy crap. Dave, listen up. I'm sitting here on eBay right now. I see pictures of 2 little redheaded kids, $29.95 plus shipping. Should I make a bid?
If I get the money.
If you have PayPal.
Here's Matt in Ohio.
Dave, how sick could your wife be that she couldn't watch a baby or 2 babies? What do? They sit there all day.
You're not a parent, right?
No, I am.
They're fucking babies. All they do is when one of them fucking stops crying, the other one starts. It's like a strobe light of crying, pissing, and shitting.
Dude, you left them with people you don't even know their names, man. You seriously?
Mickey,
I
know
hope
the woman's
Child
name.
Services
And Mallory.
get a hold of your kids.
Bring it.
God.
Bring
That's
it.
So
Bring
great.
what? I hope Child Services take your kids away, you idiot.
Bring it, dude. Call them.
Who you
Why
tell-
invite that?
I don't know.
You're now asking the fucking listeners to call child services.
No, I take that back. My mom used to drop us off at the Fannings' house, who were...
Oh, she knew them?
Dakota.
Across the street. It's the same exact deal that we did in our family.
Squig, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Peachy Bun, Ronnie B.
What you got?
Charlie's Angel. Squeaky From getting out of prison.
One of the Manson girls, Squeaky From, leaving prison and was just handed 2 redheaded babies.
So everyone who tried to shoot President Ford is now out.
Who was the other one?
I can't think of her name, but she got out a little while ago.
It wasn't even like in the same week they tried to shoot him.
It seemed like it was really close together.
This guy was so bumbling he couldn't even get shot.
Yeah. One, I think the gun jammed. The other one, it hit the curb.
The gun jammed? What are we, pirates? When the fucking guns jam?
In the movies. That is it.
Enemies of Indiana Jones guns is always jam.
Here's John. John, you're on Fez.
Dave, you fucking idiot. You got Joel Steinberg and Hedda Nussbaum watching your kids.
I don't know who those wonderful people are, but...
James in White Plains.
They sound delightful.
Hey, Dave, you are a pretty selfish guy. You just pretty much dropped off, might as well be the 2 monkeys from Outbreak in someone else's house to spread your wife's illness.
My baby were quarantined from them. I stayed up all night watching the kids. I made that clear. Secondly, I'm not selfish. I'm coming into work. That's the point of why I had to do this. Let's keep your eye on the ball, Mr. Caller.
Dave, why don't you take the day off and be with your kids?
Because I don't want to, Ronnie.
Here's the weird deal. In this whole war of Fez versus the McDonald family, all he has to do is say nothing to win. When you fuck up, Fezzy, is when you give opinions.
Right.
What you should do is just give facts.
I don't feel like it's a war. I feel like we're just being bombed, like we're France in that one war.
Is that right?
I'm not trying to start a war.
Yeah, nothing's been done on the other side.
Julio from Mexico. Julio, what can we do for you?
Hey, Buddays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I working up in Jersey last weekend. Someone stole my baby.
I think we might have a lead. That baby might be in an alcove
Couldn't
in
understand his
Neptune.
accent.
Here's Joe in Strong Island. Joe, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was a nice guy, everybody said. Now, they could be eating his fucking kids by now. Cooking them for fucking lunch. You never leave the kids with fucking strangers. What is he, nuts?
Well, how do you explain me? I was left with strangers, and these people aren't... It's Jeffrey Dahmer lived alone, for fuck's sake. This is a married couple with a kid. And if you saw a picture of these people, it's like, they're like the Huxtables, only a lot less black. Like they're totally fine.
They sound fantastic.
They are.
You know what the best thing about them? They're nearby.
What? I live in an alcove. I can't go over Route 35, and
that's the only fucking criteria they had.
There's no other ways to go. Well, then I have to give the kids to a liquor store or Dunkin' Donuts. So now people should really fucking consider me more of a hero.
The only 2 stores you visit in that town.
Fuck yeah. I'm not ashamed of that.
I'll give this much for the neighbors. They took in 2 strange babies without even just at a moment's notice.
I'll give you the reason.
They're like Pharaoh's daughter.
I'll give you the reason. Pat from Menaki said these people are having a menage a toddler as we sit here. Having a menage a toddler. How many of these bowls of cereal do you think I could eat? I bet 100.
It's disgusting.
Menage a toddler is disgusting. Richie and Merlin. Richie.
Hey, Ronnie B. Davey Mac, did you at least get their last name?
No, I don't know. We've gone over this.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell, man? I know these people. Barely, I mean.
Their last name, you could at least do a little bit of background search.
I know where they live. They're in the fucking house 22. What am I going to say? There they are, cops. The people kidnapped my kids are right there.
Is that what you're hoping for? No. Are you hoping to end the responsibility?
Or are you just trying to get in the paper?
Dave, why didn't you bring the kids to work? We got interns. We could have all taken turns watching them.
That would have been a blast.
We would have had a ball in the air today.
That would have been so much fun.
I can't drive into work. I don't have any money. I pay $300 for a bus.
You got the bus, right? They don't let you bring kids on?
No, Ron,
kids
2
ride
babies.
free.
I have to I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't even know how to go about doing that.
But you do know how to hand them over to a stranger.
Well, I can carry them in my arms and just go
get rid of them.
Here. Like
get rid
2
of your problems.
Bowling balls. No, not get rid of them.
I remember one time.
This was a responsible move
I had
on
this
my
fucking
part.
junk car and the fucking it broke down on the side of the road, and I just got out my toolbox and took off the plates. And
Good thinking.
I feel like that's what Dave has done. He's taken off the plates. No idea what you're telling me, Dave. You're pointing
In the house.
Why don't you work into Fez's thing so he can pass me a note that'll make a little bit of sense? We have a guest coming in, Fezzy. It is the Hall of Famer, Mr. Warren Moon. Are you going to come in tomorrow, Dave, or you need the day off?
No, I'm coming in.
I got no problem with you taking tomorrow off. I would have gave you off today.
I know you would have, Ronnie, but I can't bother you at that early in the morning. Then your fucking sleep schedule will get fucked up, and then, you know.
Why you bother Fez?
No, because he's up. Because you've said, come on, Fez, you've said you get up at 6 in the morning, so I know you're up.
I fucking get up that early, too. I get up at dawn and I start to work with underprivileged children.
This isn't true, though.
I'm fucking...
had no idea about this.
I got them in a wagon train, and I'm taking them across the country, and it's really great. I'm doing a lot of great stuff now.
Right. I don't know if it's true, though.
John, in Texas, you're on Fez.
Hey there, Ronnie B. You are a true humanitarian.
Thank you.
He's not telling the truth.
Do you call me a liar?
No.
Oh, you don't call Ronnie B. a liar.
It sounds like you call me a...
Cowbell.
I didn't swing.
That was too hard.
I didn't swing.
Hey, seriously, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That was too hard. That's more like it. That's not true.
A little better.
That one was better. What do you got for me, John?
Yeah, you know, Fezzi's having a great day today. He's throwing out some good one-liners there. I think we need to nominate him for Beanie Cup.
He's definitely up. And yes, you have been amusing today, Fez.
Thank you.
You've been a human being.
Well, that's what I strive to be every day.
Do you?
Well, I try. That's what's in my mind.
The rest of us just have to open our eyes and we're human.
I have to work a little harder at it.
Got a break here, Fezzy. When I get back, you said you had something on your mind.
Yes, I did. There was something I wanted to talk about from my neighborhood.
All right. It's the Ron and Fez show. That'll keep him. Fez, you said you had something going on in your neighborhood. There was something really big happening there.
Well, maybe not so big, but it's
Something gigantic happening in your neighborhood. You wanted to talk about it.
It's what I like to call unearned superiority. Where today, when like I said, I've been up all night, and we have the bus that goes down Roosevelt Island. And I didn't get on the bus, and I saw as it was pulling away. Now, I'm not going to be someone who chases a bus down and tries to get on it.
Not with your stunt.
But I could see people looking at me through the window, and they had, like, the superiority to them, which they didn't earn. They just happened to get on a bus like they do every day. But since I didn't, there seemed to be a superiority thing there.
Was it earned because they got there in time?
I don't think so. I mean, because it wasn't a competition. It wasn't who can make it on the bus first. But it's who gets, are you there when the bus is there?
Right. So you're there early enough. So they could have a real early bird gets the worm. They could look it over at you and they could go, look at that unshaven bastard. I think I'd be doing A-OK. That would be me if I didn't get here in time.
Oh, yeah, see?
I'll give you another example of this. You ever been in the movie theater and people come in when it's dark and their eyes haven't acclimated and they start feeling their way around? I will always say, I'm glad that's not me.
Right.
That's why I get here a little earlier. Now, is that unearned or earned superiority?
I think that's unearned superiority.
I think it's earned. I know how to show up for a screening before it happens. Look at that idiot. Now, they're asking people, because I've seen people split up and not watch the movie with their chick because they get there so late. And you're like, is that seat taken? No? In the middle? All right, why don't you go over there, hon? I'm going to go in the back. And I'm like...
Oh, it's a whole scene.
You got to get here early. And I think I have a reason to feel superior.
No, I think it's unearned because I think you were going to the movie anyway.
Right, but on time. This goes to show I've got punctuality.
All right, what about you're at a restaurant and they're seating people and your party gets called. It's time to seat your party. And there's other people left standing there and they're very hungry. That's unearned superiority.
Did I have my reservation?
Yeah, I guess you had a reservation.
Yeah, I give myself credit for that then. I feel like, look, I'm not like you. I've reserved something, and that's why I'm being treated like this VIP. Go stand. Dan in Florida, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddies? Hey, unearned superiority. I love that word. It sounds kind of like Fez's position on the Ron and Fez show. Peace out.
And then he goes running.
I'm not running. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Fezzy, what you got?
Jeez, that's...
Uh-huh. Yeah, peace out, bye.
What you got, buddy? I'm still here.
Yeah, I have earned every bit of my career, my friend. All right, just so you know, don't try to ruin a really good day for me. That you think you come up with some fucking clever line that you think a million other people will try to come up with. You're the one. You always these people get upset when they think the show is about me. I'm not making it about me, so this asshole calls in and tries to do it. There's no pleasing Dan in Florida.
You don't need to work blue, though. You don't need to drop the F-bomb.
I think with Dan from Florida, I do.
I like how you went to your water there. It's, look, I'm so upset I'm drinking a little water.
Need a little aqua there.
Like Nixon.
No, he's calling you Nixon.
Why Nixon?
He's David Frost interviews we're on.
Is your point that this bit's not working out as well as Fez wanted it to?
No, the unearned superiority I totally identify with. Like when you get a fucking a good scalp, a ticket at a rock show, and I almost feel like I've done something better than people who actually went to Ticketmaster, did the proper channels, but because hey, I waited till the last second, I'm a little better now.
I don't see that as I see that as earned. If you were able to go there and negotiate a deal, maybe better seats and a better place. You took a certain amount of risk, and you won that risk. I consider that earned.
See, I think it's laziness. I would think it's unearned because I either didn't put the effort or other people put the effort. So did I, and I couldn't get tickets the legal, proper way.
See, I would think unearned superiority would be riding around in someone else's private jet. You know what I mean? Or being in their box seats. Because I fucking have been in box seats before that I didn't pay for. look down on regular people at a game and go, I couldn't live like this, scumbags.
If you're ever on a subway and there's another subway that goes next to you, that another train, and if my train pulls ahead first, I'm like, yeah.
That's childish. That's not. That's just.
It's unearned superiority.
I think that's unearned superiority.
It's good to see you two girls on the same side for 5 seconds.
Yeah, fuck that guy from Florida.
At some fucking point, are we going to have a sit down and fix this?
Yes.
What is your big problem with Fez?
Nothing really. I don't have a problem. I'm trying to think of it.
No,
sorry.
Hapless victim.
Yeah, again.
Well, no,
yeah, it's all Fez.
Attacking my wife. That I have a problem with. That I have a problem with. She hasn't deserved it. And she's not here to defend herself. She doesn't have a microphone. I mean, you can attack me, but her, I don't think that's fair.
My problem stems from you trying to override me here, trying to line up listeners like Dan against me.
Why? That's someone.
What's that got to do with his family? Fez?
I think it's a group effort. I think it all comes from there. I think there's plenty of stuff out there that's made to make me look either bad or like an idiot.
It's simply not true. I think that's more of just
I think it's a bunch of little things that do it too. I think it all adds up.
All right. Here is Corey. Corey, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, I think maybe we should nominate Casey for Beanie Cup today. She's probably lost both of her kids. She's got Fez attacking her. She's got a redheaded Mick turning her into a fucking cum dumpster. She deserves it, man.
Fuck you, fucking dick.
You no talent piece of shit.
Fuck you, you cunt. Shut the fuck up.
Witty. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I was trying.
This is like sitting at the Algonquin table. It really is.
Well, no, I mean, what else can I say? I don't know who the guy is, where he's from, but that's a fucking cheap shot. Fez has said I've lined callers against. He lines people against my wife for some reason. Not even me. If people want to call me out, that's fucking fine. But the attacks on my wife.
So you're blaming that. You're blaming that caller on Fez.
If he can blame every other caller who attacks him on me, then I guess I can play that game too. So every caller who calls up and attacks my wife, it's because Fez is the ringleader. There, we'll play that.
And every single problem that anyone involved with this show has ever had with your wife is my problem.
What?
I've started all the shit with every problem your wife has had with people on this show.
I don't know what you're talking about. People have problems with everyone. You've had so many problems with people. You've had problems with a million people that have not haven't dealt with my wife. Mm-hmm. You've had problems with Sheepy, with ADF, with Jay Moore and his wife, and the million different people.
Oh, what a fucking list you're keeping!
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're keeping real good track, aren't you?
And there's been Elfish and
you know
and
what?
Big
I
A.
keep fucking track too about your wife bashing clients on the show, about your wife getting involved with other shows where she shouldn't be.
Some guy reached out to her, said, "Can this guy follow me on Twitter?" And
you got your wife posting medical bills online. You know what? So
she's listening to the show.
So that makes me look bad.
Wow.
Like Dave isn't getting taken care of. And guess what? You know what? My second heart attack, I have insurance. I have the same insurance you do. I didn't pay shit for my second heart attack.
I signed up for the insurance thing. This fucking new insurance plan that we have, we're going to be honest, is not that good. They don't pay for everything.
I went and picked up my prescriptions the other day. You know how much I paid for it? Nothing. They handed it to me. We have the exact same insurance.
Well, what would do? I'm not going to be getting a divorce. I love this chick. I'm not going to get rid of my kids. I'm not going to abort them. I love them tremendously. So, if you have a problem with them, then what do you want me to do? I mean, what can I do to solve the problem? What can I do? I'll fucking do it.
Here's Fred. Fred, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Unearned superiority in my mind. How about Yoko Ono coming into a situation and the Beatles completely breaking up and somehow her owning all the rights to the Beatles music? That kind of thing is unearned. She didn't do anything. She squeals like a pig. But when my wife got involved with my business and started watching my business too closely when I went out to work every day, I told her back off. There's plenty of things to do around the house. plenty of things. While I'm working, that's my one time
Fred,
away
I
from
don't
the
need
house.
marital advice from you.
I'm not giving you
Thanks.
marital advice. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
what
you're just
you
saying
just
it's
asked.
very
Before he
coincidental
went
that
to
that's
me,
the
you said,
topic, and you call in. I'm not fucking as retarded.
Not coincidental. He picks up the phone and calls.
But he's talking about that type. If we were talking about other things, fine. But we're just talking about my wife, and you say that. So come on.
Here's TJ in Strong Island.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I mean, I like a little bit of love in the room. Everybody should get along, but Fez is freaking dynamite today. Fez, you are on point. Come like this every day. You are amazing today.
That's the plan, TJ.
Good. I don't see why why your anger towards me has to fucking fuel you to do it. What do you want me to leave the show? Is that what you want? Because if you do, I will leave today.
You know what?
I swear to God.
You know what? Because you say to me, it's like, what do you want me to do? I opened my mouth before and said, someone in the family take responsibility so that there's no more babies coming.
Can't.
And we hear today that there's none of that going on. That's what I asked you to do. I didn't ask you to leave the show.
No, but I mean, it seems like you've said I've turned people against you. I have made it difficult for you. And you've also said several times, I want to be Ron's partner.
Let me ask you
remember
this.
saying that.
How come you guys can't sit down and talk about this on your own time? At no
I don't
fucking
think we have
point.
a problem.
Well,
Until
then what?
today, it's like the fourth day in a row. But I thought, like, okay, he's just busting balls. And the second day, the Wednesday, the Thursday, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a lot. You know, like Monday and Tuesday, I was totally cool with it because I thought, okay, Fez, give me a fucking
Can I
a razzing.
Can I tell you what I think?
Yeah.
I think you both stink. I think you both stink at your jobs.
Okay.
And you ought to fucking work together to make your jobs better.
Well, all right. I mean, if that's your opinion, I take that wholeheartedly.
Jeff in Pismo Beach.
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know, I think Fez is so on point today because he has not seen a psychiatrist. Fez, you've got to do this shit on your own, homeboy. Come on.
And I am doing it. I am doing it today. And I have every intention of doing it tomorrow.
Jeff in Arizona.
Hey, I think this would all go away if maybe Dave could help Fez out his secret.
I'm not going to do it. I don't. No.
It seems like you're right there. Seems like you're ready. Fucking dragging everybody Fez has ever had a problem in and making it into a team.
Well, no, he had every problem that he has, he pins on me.
But not one of those fucking people did you feel like, oh, I need to back fucking Fez here.
I on the air, of course I backed Fez
You
up on
never
Sheepy.
did. You never did.
Against Sheepy? I started calling him Creepy for 3 weeks. I would call him Creepy. Here comes Creepy. Against ADF? I haven't talked to that guy in 2 fucking years since he called you homeless.
So why'd you bring up every fight he had one after another?
Because he brought up every fight my wife's had and every problem. I'm not the instigator here. I'm trying to defend. He said everything about the clients and this and that. I agree. She posts too much. The internet is probably a problem. We all have them. Booze is probably mine. Hers is the internet. But
what do you mean probably yours? That's the most apparent thing ever.
I'm trying to discuss this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But at the same time, you know.
Do you guys not like each other, though? I mean, you brought up leaving the show today, but at a certain point, you know, we'll have to fucking break this off.
I know it, and it saddens me, but I care more about the Ron Fez show than myself. And I do think...
I see that in your appearance.
What are you talking about? This is a good
You're
shirt.
very shaggy, though.
I'm going to spell the beers. I do like Fez a lot, but he doesn't like me and he doesn't like my family. So
I
can't
always
do
liked you, but I just noticed a turn that you were taking, where I thought it was taking advantage.
Oh, what? I mean, what was I doing? Like making
Of
jokes?
slamming me every chance you get on my show.
Is this because Fez wouldn't let you take off today?
No, it's not.
At some point, though, no matter what we're talking about, it keeps coming back to this on a daily fucking basis.
You're right.
Every day.
Yes.
All right, 866 Run Zero Fez, 866 Run Zero Fez. Here's Greg in Georgia.
Hey, Ron. Yeah, I got to go with Dave. I just think Fez has been a little paranoid about this deal.
What is he being paranoid about?
He thinks that Dave's out to get him, like Dave's against him and all this. All Dave is doing is just laughing at a few jokes when you rip on Fezzy, and Fezzy just fires off at Dave about it. I mean, I don't think...
Yeah, do you see that differently, Fez, if I make fun of you, if I poke a little fun at you?
I see it totally differently.
I agree. Ron is the fucking host of the show. I'm a producer, but I thought, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I thought we could bust balls, and maybe that is...
But how come you guys never sit down and have these talks? I'm here after the show. I never see you guys sitting down going, do we have real problems?
Don't. But because I genuinely thought there wasn't a problem, and maybe my head is thick and stupid.
There's no maybe there. Well, that has nothing even to do with this.
Well, what I'm saying is that
you tried to kill yourself in 8th grade by throwing yourself down the steps.
How do you remember that shit?
Why would I forget the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life?
It's amazing, your memory. No, the thing is, but this week, yes, I have noticed it. You're correct.
Sean in New York, you're running Fez.
Fez has got no right to tell Dave how many kids he's going to have, when he has to have them. He's an Irish man. He's going to have kids from now until eternity.
Well, I would hope
Then
not.
Dave has to quit bitching about having his kids.
Well, look, even if I didn't have kids, I probably wouldn't be, it'd be difficult to just, whatever. The money and all that.
Maybe you're tired.
No, I don't.
This is the first time I've ever seen you on the show look hurt. You look really hurt.
I am very hurt. What do you want me to say? I mean, I'm hurt.
I'm just saying I've never seen you. I'm looking at your eyes and, you're watering up a little bit. And I just have never... I've seen you fight with everybody.
Well, I'm never going to fight with Ron or Bennington or Fez Whatley the way I would with, Tommy Z or somebody like that. Because believe it or not, I do respect Fez greatly. Flat out. But I do feel like if there's a kernel of him with truth, of him thinking that I'm trying to bring him down with this show, then that can't happen. And I should be out of the fucking picture.
How come you never sit down and talk to him, Fez?
I don't know. Maybe I think it just won't do any good.
It would help me a little bit, the communication, because, like I said, I'm retarded by not even thinking that we have a problem till this week. But I'm fucking stupid like that. And that has happened in my life where people are mad at me and I don't even realize it.
Earl?
Earl's a great example. I never thought that Earl or Franklin were pissed off until they, were really pissed off.
Yeah.
So I'm stupid like that. I get it.
And you talk about me fighting with everyone.
You're not backing up a bit here, Fez.
No, I'm
You're
not.
not thinking any of it could be some of your fault, too? When you hear, like, the paranoia or,
maybe something,
projecting.
Maybe some things are a little bigger deal to me, but to me, it's a big pile of things that's piling up.
Okay, I understand that, but they have to do with my wife. Now, if you do have, like I said, we're going to stay married. We care about each other.
Here's the other thing.
But
all the years I've been on this show,
hear what you're saying.
Nobody knows my personal life. I'm not going to put my personal life.
Yeah.
You constantly put your personal life out.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then when he comments on it, you're going, wait, that's my personal life.
Never.
You can't have both.
I haven't done it since this week because I feel like she hasn't done anything.
But that's not the point. The point is, once you say this is fair game, this is, on the table, then people comment on it.
And I grasp that. I'm just saying that this particular week, I feel like he's attacked her for no reason because I don't feel like she's done anything.
I don't know. I'm not even rarely paying attention. A lot of times it seems like Fez is hurt by things by you that seem like I'm not paying attention to him, and you get hurt by things that Fez has said that I'm not paying attention to. I mean, you gotta admit, you're both little fucking sensitive girls.
I admit that.
I admit it.
No, let's just ignore this until it blows up. That's my fucking plan. My plan is just to ignore this. And here's what I'm worried about, Fez. That Hicks end up sticking you in the back because he's got Dave's fucking loyalty.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's a front there. A combined front.
Pepper is not going to be dragged into this.
Oh!
No, I'm trying to say he's going to.
He got you.
I'm going to.
What's that even supposed to mean, Dave?
I'm saying we're not going to. He's going to stay totally out of it because he doesn't want. He doesn't need to be dragged in here.
Why does everyone just get along?
Okay, Rodney King.
Seriously, it doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. For 4 hours, get along. Radio Shark, go ahead.
Hey, tomorrow's show, spin the hit, the loser leaves.
We're almost at that point right now.
Yep.
You ready to go, Dave? It seems like you brought it up.
I'm not
enough
ready
times.
to go, but I think if Fez can't, if he doesn't like me anymore, then it's
a line in the sand, huh? He either straightens up or you're leaving.
Yeah, because of course you're the victim. You would have to leave.
And this will get all the I hate Fez stuff going.
Absolutely.
And you're tired of that?
I cost someone a job.
Well, then I'll stay and do that. Then
take it.
I don't know what to do.
All right, we do have to go.